danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Terrapins offense will get the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Washington. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the USC Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Just a really nice play. lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Gives it on the option. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Bringing the heat. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is... The throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the throw out to the sideline, but just a few yards. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Mayava. Grab near the marker, it's Sanders. Turning it on! Chopped out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Look out, he's got room! And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Terrapins are flying down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Mayava. The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Trojans! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Trojans. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. First down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Under fire. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Spits it out to the back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I...
Turning on the Jets. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle with Sanders. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sanders. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Mayaba. Wide out trying to get it in. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does?
Oh, it's picked off, not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds the tight end.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking left. And it's incomplete on third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, and Sanders makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. Great place to start for this offense. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give on the option. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for six. And the Terrapins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They're setting up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Lemon. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Running it to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Washington. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. A nice job by this D.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking downfield on first down. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Smith. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.